It's the most talked about show on Netflix right now. Stephen King even called it a work of genius. And if you haven't hopped on this bandwagon yet, well, you should. What's up, guys? It's Victoria with popculture.com, and of course, I'm talking about The Haunting of Hill House. Director Mike Flanagan's adaptation of the famous Shirley Jackson novel premiered October 12th and has left viewers chilled to the core. The 10-episode season shows past and present stories of the Crane family growing up in Hill House, intertwined with the haunting and torturous life they live after moving out. It's like if This Is Us involved supernatural horror. Strong and at times messy family drama, then sprinkled in with some horrifying ghosts, and you have yourself one heck of a show. Without giving away too many spoilers for those of you who are still watching or haven't hopped on board yet, I'm gonna run through 3 things you may have missed or need to look out for. First, did you know that each Crane sibling represents the 5 stages of grief? Steve is denial, Shirley's anger, Theo is bargaining, Luke is depression, and Nell is acceptance. This isn't something that I thought about when I first started this season, but as each character developed and their story unfolded, it became clear. Second, can we talk about the Red Room? And I'm not talking about the one from 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh my God.
This mysterious room sat just above the spiral staircase and was the one room that the Crane family could never get into. Or so they thought. In episode 1, the Red Room was introduced during a flashback sequence when young Shirley and Nell tried getting in using a master key given to them by Mr. Dudley, but inevitably failed. In the last episode, however, each sibling, including the ghost of Nell, became trapped in the Red Room, and that's when the characters and the viewers were shocked to learn what Nell had to say.
I feel like I've been here before. We have. All of us have. So many times and we didn't know it.
If you look at each of these shots, it was foreshadowed the entire season. Each room may have a different background and different purpose to each character, but there's one thing that they all have in common: that single window. What I find ironic is that this imaginary room that was so unknown actually brought the most peace and happiness to each character during their time living at Hill House. And the last is probably the creepiest of them all. I don't know about you, but I feel like it's safe to say that we all get a little weirded out at the thought of being watched by someone we don't know is creeping on us. Am I right? Or am I right? In several scenes throughout the season, the Crane family is being watched by the ghosts that haunt their house. Now, I mean, obviously it's a haunted house, but in certain shots they hide so well and some are so subtle, you probably wouldn't have even noticed. Did you catch any of them, or were you covering your eyes for most of the series like I was? Anyways, those are just a few things to take notice in, but what I really want to know is your thoughts on the ending. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the ending, plug your ears for a moment. So we go through this roller coaster of a season. It's spine-chilling, emotional, and confusing at times, but in the end, Hugh commits suicide at Hill House to join Olivia and Nell. Miss Dudley is laid to rest there as well to rejoin her daughter, who was poisoned in the Red Room by Olivia. Luke is 2 years sober, Theo marries Trish, Steve reconciles with his wife who is now pregnant, and Shirley admits to her affair but remains married to her husband, and just like that, we're back to 7 people.
It has to be 7. That keeps you safe.
So, were you satisfied with the ending, and should there be a season 2? Let us know in the comment section below, and make sure you head over to popculture.com to read more of what you may have missed, and give me a follow on the socials at vMagotomy.